Hello, welcome to episode 14 of Broken News, your weekly world news update with a twist. I'm currently looking at Rob Walker holding... Well, what are you holding? What is that?
I'll tell you what, it's got cocoa butter, vitamin E, shea butter, fucking bio C, elast, whatever that is. I'll take some of that. Anyway, fuck knows. How we doing?
Fine. Were you not aware that we were starting?
No, it was just sitting there.
Yeah.
Aye.
I'm not even going to ask why
You're lost for words.
I'm not going to ask why you've got that cream, but we'll move on. Hi, how are you doing? You all right?
Nah, I'm not bad. I fucking got the cold. I can't remember if I had it last week, but I feel like I've just had it since October.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. COVID vaccine, at its finest.
Oh, let's not get into the conspiracy theories too
I know.
early, but
I know.
I subscribe to that theory. I was saying to somebody at my work not that long ago, mind I was off work a couple of weeks ago. It was the third year in a row in January that I had a COVID type virus, and it's happened to me every single year, the same week of January, ever since I had my first COVID vaccine. First and only.
Yep. I'm the exact same, and it's the end of October for me, and it lasts right through.
Like clockwork, eh?
Clockwork.
It's that Bill Gates microchip. Arsehole.
Yep.
Well, I almost didn't make it here tonight, so it's a relief to be on with you. Oh, it's this morning, right? So I woke up this morning, I'm not going to lie, I was kind of panicking because on a Sunday, I've normally got loads of stuff in my notepad to talk about tonight, but this morning I woke up and I had absolutely nothing, and I was kind of stressing. It's the first week I've not really looked forward to recording on the Monday, and it was because I didn't have anything to speak about. So I thought I would go for a walk. I love going for a walk. Just get the juices flowing, get a wee think, get covered in mud, come back home. So, and I thought maybe while I'm out, I'll get some inspiration and I'll think of some stuff to talk about. So I was listening to Joe Rogan, having a great time, nearly home. And then the universe did deliver me some content. So I was walking along and just in the distance, it's quite a sunny morning actually, I see the silhouette of this fucking massive dog coming towards me, right? And I don't mind dogs. I quite like dogs, but this one was huge. You know, the type of dog that just kind of like walks its owner. The owner's not walking the dog.
Oh,
it's like just,
aye.
It was this wee woman. She's just getting dragged along, right?
A wolf.
Honestly, I thought it was a wolf. Anyway, long story short, this thing leaps towards me, cracks me right in the balls. Honestly, I was nearly crying. It was so fucking painful. But obviously, I try to act hard. Didn't want to, show that.
What did it do?
Just
did it come
me.
up for a cuddle?
Just like jumped up to play with its front paws and just batted me right in the sack. Honestly, I was so angry. I says to the woman, like, don't be funny, but like, if that was a little kid, the kid would have no head. Like, it was a huge
also,
dog.
Your dog's a pervert.
Aye, I know. Get away from me.
Get on a leash.
Get away from me. It was on a lead.
Oh, was it?
Aye,
really?
but I mean, it might as well have been on. I don't know. It might as well have been off the lead because the lead was doing nothing. I saw her do that. She obviously knew it was going to do it because she, that way when you see the owner like start to grab the dog right by the collar, because she obviously knew it was going to lurch at me but she couldn't. She couldn't stop it, so she just mumbled a wee apology and off she popped. But it annoys me, man.
Right.
Pet peeve of the week there. But just control your dog or train it or something. I mean,
or just get it off the fucking steroids altogether.
Well, yeah, I know. It was like the dog equivalent of John Cena. This thing.
Oh fuck
it was
me!
Fucking massive.
The only difference is you could see it.
I could see it. Yeah, if it was John Cena, oh my god, it would have come up on the side. And I would have probably just died on the spot, to be honest. Imagine getting punched in the balls by an invisible dog. But apart from that, I'm good. What's been happening?
Actually, while we're on the subject of dogs and weird shit, that's exactly what I'm going to talk about. Fucking hell.
Good. Let's talk about weird shit.
When was the last time you seen a white dog shit? Now, please don't tell me I'm making this up. But it's like it's been discontinued. there is no dogs doing white shits.
Nah, that's weird, isn't it? You're so right, actually. You used to see it all the time.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Aye.
I wonder if it's
I've not
like,
seen one
do you
forever.
think it's maybe just... Do you think it was something that was in dog food that's not in it anymore?
So that is what I was thinking, But I don't know. Who fucking knows?
Yeah, it's weird. You don't really see it. You're right. There's loads of things you don't see anymore. Like see when we were kids in the give away our ages here. We were kids in the 90s kids. Mm-hmm. What a fucking time it was. Do you know another thing you never see now? Porn in a bush, like porn hidden in the woods. Do you remember? Like
Oh, so I
somebody
thought
would
you meant porn
No,
with a bush, like a 70s bush.
no, I know. Well, body hair is not in fashion at the minute, but no, I'm talking about like porn. You would always, well, not always, like twice ever, but you know, bit of an exaggeration. Right. But it was like the happiest day of, like at school, when somebody would come in like clutching this like muddy, soaking wet, and that was before it had been in the woods. You know, like couple of pages that they'd found, and it was always absolutely rotten, eh? But just the thrill of it, you just felt like you had you know, something like illegal and so bad.
Aye.
You just don't get that
exactly. See exactly what you're saying. Where I stayed, where I grew up, it was like woods for as far as I could see. And you're 100% right, because I could look in any bush and there was a porn mag or at least a pay duty one. And I'll tell you what, it was fucking a great childhood. I loved it.
Amazing.
No, it was brilliant.
You could look in any bush.
Perverse.
Any bush. At any time. A steady supply of very old pornography. I always just wondered how it got there. Like, why was it there, do you think?
Perverts. Just perverts gone for a... Aye.
So they take it to the woods, and do you think they were originally like sitting in the bush with it?
And just beating away at themselves, 100%.
Jesus, that actually, I'm now that you've painted that picture, I'm quite glad you don't see that all the time anymore.
I know, but there's no excitement in just picking up your phone and like typing in what you want to see. There's zero excitement there.
Too easy, isn't it?
It's too easy. Where's the challenge?
You don't have to work for your wank anymore. Just
I know. I used to have to put on a pair of fucking wellies to go looking for it. Fucking hell. How did we get onto this?
Turns out you were the pervert in the woods.
I know.
It's fucking you that put it there. Oh.
I know. Where are you going, son? I'm going for a walk. You're just going to walk. You're 7. Just going to walk. I just going to walk, Mum. I'm going to come back with a severely sore wrist.
I just need to go and restock the local forest.
Fucking hell.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, we are terrible.
I know. Disgraceful. Speaking of dogs, it just got me thinking about, have you seen all this stuff kicking about these XL bullies and all the laws now that you're not allowed to own a XL bully. I don't know what. Do you know what an XL bully is?
Is it just because of the attacks? It was just a big no. Just because of the attacks. Because did they not say there was another dog you weren't allowed because they can't breathe. They're like crossbred that much that they're like that. The way their nose is formed
there's a lot of those weird dogs.
It's a deformation.
Yeah. So
it's very, very strange.
There's like 4, I don't have it written down, but there's 4 other breeds already. So this is now like the 5th breed that's been banned. And it's to do with like bites and attacks and stuff.
Oh shit, right.
But I think it's a load of pish, to be honest. I mean, you can get like, well, look at this dog today that went for me. I mean, that's a sexual predator. That dog should be banned. But I'm sure there's other dogs of whatever fucking breed it was. Arctic wolf by the looks of it. But there'll be other ones of that dog that are really well trained. It's the fucking... I think, anyway, what do you think? It's the owner, right? It's a bad owner, not a bad dog.
90% of the time it's the owner. But I do believe there is some... some dogs, even cats, they're just born with a bit more testosterone or just a bit... just menacing them. That's a definite. Do
you think that's
just the same as humans?
It's not to do with their breed, though. Do you think that's just like that particular dog, like that individual dog?
Because I've seen loads of bullies and they're cuddly. They'll come up to you, and I've seen videos online on TikTok and stuff, and the owners let the baby sleep on the big bulldog, and the bulldog's loving it. Just you can see they're happy. So. I would never go as far as to do that, because you can never predict an animal. And I hate when people say, oh, he's lovely. Aye, he's lovely when he's lovely, but he's a fucking psycho when he's a psycho.
Yeah, that's what that woman started saying to me today. She was like, oh, he's just being friendly. I'm like, well, I'm sorry, but like if that's a person and a person walks up to me in the street and kicks me in the balls and then says, oh, sorry, I'm just being friendly, like that's not friendly at all.
No, it's not.
But because it's a dog. Because it's a dog, he's exempt. Like, there's still standards of behaviour.
You've still got the tears in your eyes. I can still see them.
It was really sore. And actually, it got more sore because I had to walk. I was nearly home, but I had to keep walking. So I couldn't just, any females listening to this, they have no idea of the pain. But you can't move, really. You have to stay still and just wait it out, essentially, don't you? But I had to keep walking because I couldn't, there was an old guy at the bus stop witnessed the whole thing as well, so I couldn't stop because then he would know. Do you know what I mean? That I was in pain, so I just had to keep going. What a trooper. I'm sure my medal's in the post. But I was reading about these dog breeds today, though, just in preparation for this. I found some statistics on dog attacks, and apparently since the year 2000, so since the government began to ban specific breeds of dogs, the amount of people going into hospital because of dog bites and attacks has gone up by like 150%. So
Wow.
there was 3,500 in the year 2000, and there was 9,000 in 2022. So I suppose that's like nearly triple, isn't it? So it's clearly not making any difference. It's just people.
See these fucking. People's the problem. See, I see a lot of these junkies, right? And this is their saying. They go, I get my big money on Thursday. My big money that you've never worked a fucking day for. Your big money is my money. Yep. Exactly. So, but you want to Ken? I feel like saying it to them. I never do because I'm fairly polite. So they say, oh, when my big money comes through, I'm gonna get my dog. I'm gonna get a big dog. Like, that money is to pay your fucking bills and to feed you for the month and to give you a life. We're giving you that. Didn't go buy a fucking dog. Didn't get another fucking tattoo across the bottom of your fucking back. Oh, I'm getting mad now. I need to get off that subject.
Yeah, no, you're right. It kind of annoys me as well. Like, you know, you see like,
right.
I see some sort of kids getting dropped off at school in the morning, you know, like mum or dad, and there's like a French bulldog in tow, and their kid is going into school in like fucking, you know, like Adidas trainers, but they've only got 2 stripes. The shite ones. And I'm just thinking, well, maybe just like clothe your child properly first. You know what I mean? Before you start getting a designer dog that can't breathe.
Priorities.
Aye, 100%.
Yep, priorities.
So what do we do then? Do you reckon it's a test before you get to own a dog?
Definitely. Well, I know. I think they should at least check your benefits, what your benefits should be going on.
You're back on the benefits. I was trying to divert you away from that so we don't offend people, but fuck yous all. Stop taking my tax money.
And buying dogs.
I want a dog. I mean, a dog.
Honestly, see when they come into the to the shop and they say to me, they say, I've just got my new tattoos, and and it's mainly women. And they'll show me one hand and it's got love on it, and then they'll show me the other hand and it's got a hat on it. Because obviously they're missing a finger for the fucking big dog they've got.
Run out of money. An XL Blues take their 4th finger off. Aye, that was a better punchline than mine. Well done. That was good.
I've got some news for you.
All right.
I've got some news for you.
Buzzing.
It's actually an update on a story we done last week about, remember the acid attacks?
Oh, the story we broke.
Aye. So if you've never heard that story, go back and listen to the previous episode. But it was a guy that basically threw acid at his missus, and it got her, it got her kids, it got him. It ricocheted back and got him in the eye. And we seen the picture. It looks fucking gruesome. It looks really bad. That
happened to me once in the woods when I was looking at some porn.
That was the acid.
No,
I can tell you that.
It stung like fuck though.
Aye, bloody hell. So there's been an update on the case. So I've just got it here. So his name was Abdul. I remember that much. So he's been on the run for over a week now. Based on his last known whereabouts, police had an idea that he might have took his own life and jumped into the Thames.
Oh, aye.
Right, which is I don't know how they put that together. But anyway,
bit of a leap, isn't it?
Oh, majorly. But here's the fucking scary bit. So they done a manhunt. They got all the divers into the water and they pulled out 2 bodies.
Aye.
Unrelated.
Just random ones.
2 bodies. Random.
It's mad.
Fucking hell.
Well, that's a good distraction then, isn't it?
I know. You'll not hear about that case again. That's that done.
No, it's general police behaviour, isn't it? If they can't solve one case because it's actually quite difficult, they'll just solve a couple easy ones.
Fucking
Probably
madness.
Got a fucking fridge full of bodies to use in situations like this.
Absolute madness.
Aye.
I've got another weird one for you. If you're ready.
I was born.
You ready? You ready to buckle in to hear this? Right.
In, yeah.
So I'll give you the title first. Indonesian footballer struck by lightning and killed mid-game.
Fuck.
Yes, that was my initial reaction as well. There's a video. If we can find it, we'll check it up now. I'll
find it right now while you're talking.
The chilling video captures the exact moment a 35-year-old male victim from Sabang collapsed. I'm certain they made this name up, right? Silly Wangi. Where the fuck's Silly Wangi?
Silly Wangi. Aye, nah. I'm not having that. And wait, I'm just reading here. Silly Wangi in Bangdong. This is all fucking. You made this up.
I used to play with my Silly Wangi in the woods, as you know.
Okay.
It collapsed at Silly Wangi Stadium in Bandung, West Java. So the man was later identified as Mr. Bunt to a fucking crisp. No, I'm joking. That's terrible.
Oh, I can't wait to hear you try and say this name. Go on in.
I know. He's Septane Haraja. Rahaja? I'm just going to stick with Mr. Burnt to a Crisp.
The Indonesian man.
The Indonesian man. I know.
Fuck's sake.
Lads, yeah.
Yeah, I found the video here. Let's give it a quick watch. Is this graphic?
Your eyes lit up. Fucking he lit up.
Right. Oh, he's in bits now, like. Right. Is it really bad?
No, it's awful. Awful.
Good. Well, I can't wait to see it.
Iya.
Oh, I'm glad it's in 4K, man. Oh, you fucking bastard!
Yep.
Nah, I need to see
Dead.
that again. That's
Instantly.
unbelievable. That looks...
One more time.
Right,
I just want to...
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Oh. That looks like
That
CGI.
is crazy. You know what? I just want to put it out there now that the fun we are having, like talking about the Mr. Burnt to a Crisp and stuff like that, it is just fun. I'm making light of a shit situation. I mean, like, I feel sorry for the guy and the family and stuff. It's terrible. But
Yeah,
holy
that
fucking
is
hell.
shocking.
Like,
That is shocking.
what happened that morning? Was he putting his football kit on?
Yep.
And little did he know, the big man says, "But that's it for you today.
I know.
That's it."
I know. Well,
Fucking...
speaking of burnt to a crisp,
Oh, no.
I'm really sorry in advance. This one's even worse. This isn't worth laughing about, is it? Tell me your other.
No.
Tell me your other story. I'm so sorry for
Right,
laughing.
initially-
I have to laugh now, so I don't laugh during it because it's really tragic. It is really tragic. But I can't help it.
Initially wasn't going to tell the story because it's fucking harrowing, man. It's mental. So I'll give the title first. So 1-month-old baby died after mother puts him down for a nap in an oven by mistake.
Easy mistake to make, isn't it?
Oh, I fucking caught oven.
Same
Fucking
thing,
hell.
innit?
No, really, you didn't have to preheat your cot. Like, it's fucking crazy. So let me tell you the story, right? So the baby later identified as Miss Crispy Chicken. I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry. I'm sorry.
We'll cut that.
Right. I never caught the baby's name. Right. So that is shocking. The mother put it in the oven by mistake. Says she was putting it in its cot for a nap, but put her in the oven instead. Like, that's what she told the courts. Does she think we're fucking mental? So Maria Thomas of Kansas City, Missouri, was charged with endangering the welfare of a child. Police were called to report a baby was not breathing on Friday and the child was pronounced dead at the scene. Responders were told by a witness that the mother put the child down for a nap and accidentally placed her in the oven instead of the crib. How fucking dumb does she think we are? Like, she would have had to turn the oven on.
She might have been cooking something already, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, that's just not a mistake that you can realistically make, is it?
That's the stuff in nightmares.
There was a bit in the article. There's a quote. Actually, it's quite funny when we were talking about what we had for the show tonight. I found this story earlier as well, and then I don't know where my notes have gone, but I had a quote from the friend. There was a friend that was interviewed about it, and she said that the mum had been having some like mental health issues and stuff. So you just wonder, you just worry. I mean, you don't like to speculate, but do you know it was her birthday as well? It was the mum's birthday the day this happened.
Fucking hell. Do you not think maybe the friend should have sent in a welfare check or something like that?
Nah.
She's fucking partly to blame there.
I'd say she's completely to blame. I mean, if I put one of my kids in the oven, I'd be fucking pinning it all on you for not phoning me. Kansas City, that's where that boy was last week that killed all his pals. Same place.
Oh, was it?
They're all going nuts out there. They just won a Super Bowl last night, so they're maybe all a bit distracted. But
I seen that.
Jesus Christ, that's bad. Right, we need to cheer things up a bit because we've started off on quite a controversial note. I think we need to rein ourselves in a little bit, or do we? Just a wee quick thing I saw. We've had a few good nights out in Dundee over the years, and we went and played some gigs up there and stuff. But a Dundee nightclub's launched a daytime disco for over 30s, and I want to go.
Ooh.
It's in Club Tropicana.
Daytime.
So there's one in Edinburgh, but I don't know if the Edinburgh one will maybe be doing this as well, but it's called Disco Days. So the event promises to offer an afternoon club experience featuring a range of hits from the 90s and early noughties. By the way, Club Tropicana, we're only asking for £50 for mentioning this event for you, so You're more than welcome.
You're welcome.
2nd of March, 2:30 p.m. till 7:30, and tickets are £6 in advance or £7 on the door.
That's a bargain.
I know,
Bargain.
sounds good. So if we're free,
Yeah.
could maybe head up, do a wee live episode. Apparently, stuff like this is really popular in Germany. And the reason I mentioned Germany is, did you know, in fact, you can guess, what percentage of our podcast audience do you think are in Germany? This might surprise you.
40,
Don't go.
40%?
Don't go. Fuck it. I knew you were going to do that.
What, did I go too high?
Do you really
Ask
think?
me again.
Do you really think that 45% of our podcast audience are in Germany?
Oh, aye. David Hasselhoff.
Yeah.
The rest are.
He's not been in Germany about 30 years. 6% of our audience are German.
Oh.
So 6% of all of our streams combined. So 6 streams were from Germany.
There you go.
Tell you what though, last week's episode, flying.
Oh, is it?
Best performing episode since we returned. So things are on the up.
Brilliant.
I mean, don't ask me.
That's
how,
good news.
Don't ask me to quantify that success, but it did well. Did well. So we're pleased
Good.
with it. Aye. Oh, Valentine's Day on Wednesday.
Oh, aye.
Just
You got any
reminding
plans?
you. Have I got any plans?
Aye.
Just going into the woods to look for some porn. What about you?
Okay, I'll join you.
Ah.
No, actually, she's organised something and she's not told me what it was. And she says, make sure you're ready for 1 hour. She says, that's all she needs of my time, 1 hour. And she's taking me somewhere.
An hour's a long time.
And,
It can be.
and if it's what I'm thinking it is, I need 1 minute.
I was going to say.
Tell you that right
An
now.
hour's really ambitious. Really ambitious.
In 5 minutes, I can share before and after.
Exactly. Oh, love that. Well, no, I don't have any Valentine's plans for 2 reasons. One, I am single as fuck. And the second reason is I've got quite a long history of grand gestures on Valentine's Day. And I don't have a huge degree of success with these. Something comes over me. You know what I'm like? I love like Christmas and Halloween. I love all the holidays and things like that. So I just get right in the spirit. And yeah, I've got a bit of a history with Valentine's Day. So there's a couple of things. When I was in high school, there was a girl I fancied, Lauren. Beautiful, lovely girl. Got her a card and a wee present. I went and rang her doorbell after school. Her dad answered and says, "I'm here to see Lauren. I've got her a." I think did I maybe get her a rose? I probably would have. Sounds like me. Aye, let's say I got her a rose. I think I did. And went and had a chat and stuff. Our dad sat with us for a wee while, and then he says, "Right, I'll leave you to talk." And I'm thinking, big man, the talking's over. But yeah, needless to say, I was friend zoned very quickly after that. And the other one was I actually made a mix CD for a woman, and I went and put it through her letterbox, and it backfired a wee bit because she then opened the door, and I was kind of like already leaving. I was away. And I seen her like looking like, what the fuck? So I just I don't think I actually ever told her that it was me. But yeah, so I don't do.
What was the point now then?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what the point was. Now I'm thinking about it. What was the point? You tell me. What a fucking idiot. No wonder it never worked.
Some weirdos just put a CD through my door.
I'm fuming. I want to go, actually hate me.
Our dad's probably been playing it in the car for the last 20 years.
Probably, yeah. Right, I do need to do something this Valentine's Day then. Right, I'll report back next week. You find a woman first.
Aye.
I've got 2 days.
Report back next
Plenty
week.
Time.
Yep.
Find one.
Oh, have you ever been, right, what I call bad boyed?
Bad boyed?
Bad boys too. She show up at the door.
Oh, right. No, I thought you meant as a girl ever left me for a bad boy.
No.
I was going to say yes every single fucking time. But
Verbally attacked.
the gun scene.
Aye.
Is that what you're talking about? Have I ever?
Aye.
No, I don't think that's ever happened to me. Thank fuck. I'd run a mile. Love that.
No, I don't mean the gun, obviously,
All right.
but the dad noising you up.
I think, yeah. I mean, a little, not to that level. Not to that
Aye.
level. I'm trying to think. I mean, nah. I'm trying to think when the last time I met someone's dad was. I mean, probably the mother of my children. Shout out, she listens to this podcast. And he was never overly keen on me because I have more hair than he does. So that's always that's a dull one, isn't it? But apart from
Who's
that,
the winner there?
I know exactly. But no, I don't think it has. Has it ever happened to you? Can't imagine Christie's dad giving you all that much hassle. Nicest guy in the world.
No, but when we used to sit and drink together, like
Oh, they noise you.
yeah, I've had the You think you're someone else. You think you're the hardest man in the world. Just when he's drunk. But,
I mean, he's not wrong. he's not wrong.
he's not. That was about as far as it ever went.
Well, we must not be overly like threatening. You know, we're nice people. So I mean, I think I wouldn't have thought we would ever have that problem.
We're not the lock up your daughters kind of guys.
No. Definitely not. Anyway, let's move on. So,
very quickly.
Very quickly. I've got a wee story for you here. So, the title of this is Croquet Wars. On the list of sports that you would think would cause a bit of bother, croquet hooligans are not high on the list, but the rivalry between Oxford and Cambridge, you know what they're like with their boat race. It's a boat race, isn't it? I know others. Aye. So it spilled over into the world of croquet as alcohol-fueled Cambridge students went on a rampage after beating their rivals. I bet it was some fucking rampage.
I don't think it was a fucking rampage. You've never seen a rampage.
I know. Wait till you hear this.
We've been on a rampage.
Aye. We've been on more of a rampage on this podcast than they've ever been on.
Aye.
However, wait to hear this. It sounds pretty mental, I have to say. They're said to have drunk beer through funnels.
Oh no!
Slid through pools of spilt beer in a bar.
Sounds terrifying.
And urinated in their changing rooms, not even in the toilet. My God.
Oh my God.
The men's football team and mixed croquet squad. Wait, those girls doing that is actually pretty rank, to be fair. If there's girls pissing in the changing rooms, sort it out.
Shame on you, girls. Shame on you.
I know. But they're believed to have been given 134 hours of community service by university bosses after the sports day swap with Oxford last term. So they got a punishment. Student newspaper Varsity reported that the students were hauled before the college dean for their yob-like behaviour.
Yobs.
There's CCTV footage, which sadly I couldn't find, because that would have probably been quite good. But they were allegedly seen battering the grounds, trashing the college bar, committing poor behaviour during matches. How do you behave when you're playing croquet? I don't even know. And leaving broken glass, mud and urine in the changing rooms. But the worst part is, it was claimed that one member of the opposite team was even called a midget.
Oh no! We say midget 10 times an episode.
I know.
My God!
Yeah, hopefully they've all fucking calmed down a bit now, because that sounds dangerous, doesn't it? That sounds wild.
No.
It's like hype them up here. You get any good school stories?
I'm instantly going to go to another story that involves me and you, right?
Okay, do it.
And it's the most timid thing we've ever got up to, right? Just to give people an idea of the shit that we've been up to, right? We were on tour when we were in the band, and we were staying in, you know what's coming, we were in where were we? Walsall. Was it Walsall?
I'm shocked you got this right.
We were in Walsall, and it was nice, this couple, to put us up for the night. They actually done it quite a few times, and they were lovely. They were
really nice.
And we had a drink. We were having a drink with them. I think we had a day off. Like the first initial time we were there, we were having a day off the next day. So we were like, right, we're going to have a drink. And can you remember his name?
Aye, John.
John. So he says, it was something along the lines of, I bet you can't drink as much as me.
I know. He said he made a comment about Scots not being able to hold their drink or something like that.
That was it. That was
it.
Challenge accepted.
That is like a red flag to a bull.
Yep.
We did what any good
house
guest would do, and we hospitalised him.
Oh God! Yeah. Long story short, we hospitalised him. We pulled out basically every bottle of drink that we had on tour with us, and we sat down, we put it in front of us, and I think me and you probably drunk ourselves sober. Right? And then we nodded off. Right? Can't remember much else, and we remember waking up because there was blue lights everywhere.
Right. There's a block of flats they stayed in, so we're quite high up. So the fact we could see blue lights was really fucking concerning.
And he's getting taken out on a stretcher. He was in hospital for 4 days?
Oh, he's in hospital for a week, right? And he can never drink again. He was told never drink again because you basically have kidney failure. You'll die if you drink again. So, John, big mouth. Hope you're doing well. we are sorry, John. We actually apologised to him on stage the next night, didn't we? We were playing.
We did.
I think it was at O2 Academy in Birmingham or something like that. We played at. And, we had to apologise to him because it was really nice of them to stay in your house. But you don't challenge a Scotsman to a drinking contest, that is for sure.
Yep. And
Oh,
John,
good times.
just in case you're unclear, we won.
I know, just in case he's not sure what the score
We
was.
won.
Maybe one week we should just do like a whole sort of like story of the band episode and tell all. We could reveal all for the first time exclusively on Broken News. I can see it now.
That'd be good. Oh, and also join us next week because it is our 15th anniversary.
It is the 15-year anniversary of the day that we met. So that's something to look forward to.
That'll be good.
That
We'll
sounds really
have some
sarcastic.
stories.
I am actually really looking forward
I know.
to it.
That'll be
Sounds like I was being
really
a right cunt there. Tune in because there won't be a 16th.
You got any more stories? Anything to shock me?
I do.
Because I've got one for you.
I think we've got a couple more funny ones, then we've got a couple of proper sort of conspiracy stories to dive into. But yeah, I do have a quick one called Free the Peach. So this is a protest in Australia. So thong-wearing protesters bare their bums in opposition to calls for a G-string ban. The protesters, so some dude's a do-gooder by the sounds of it. His name's Ian. Fuck you, Ian.
Oh, fuck you.
He's a former Gold Coast Volunteer of the Year award winner, so you already know he's an absolute cunt.
Volunteer.
Who volunteers? Stop it. Stop.
Everyone like me. Everyone please like me.
Everybody, look how much good I do. It's like, fuck off, Ian. So he said that women and girls who wear G-strings are cheapening themselves. He first made his concerns known in a letter to the mayor of the Gold Coast in Australia, saying that he had become distracted by women wearing triangle bikinis on the beach. Definitely, I know what's happened here. He's been at the beach with his wife and he's been caught. He's been caught looking.
Yeah. Yep.
And he's went,
yep,
no, I was only
100%.
looking because it's so disgusting and degrading and cheapening.
No.
And he wrote that one young lady in particular was walking on the footpath and had the tiniest triangle in front and was as close to naked as anyone could be. It sounds like he's had a really proper good look, didn't it?
Proper ogle.
He was that offended. You wouldn't have thought he would have known so much detail.
I know.
But yeah, Ian, stop ruining the fucking beach, man. Like, Jesus. Can we not have fun anywhere?
I know. Fuck it. So does he think that he's going to put an end to G-strings?
That's what he
This,
wants.
volunteer.
I think that he wants like some sort of dress code to be implemented at the beach so that they can't wear.
Or Ian, just you didn't fucking go, mate. Just didn't. You stay at him. That'll solve the problem.
I feel like the real problem is Ian.
Right.
To be honest.
What a drip.
I know.
What a drip.
Clown. He's definitely just trying to save his marriage with this, isn't he?
I just played it in my head. He got caught looking and he says, I'm going to put a stop to this when his wife says, what are you doing? And he's, I can see it.
100%. 100%. Ian, you dirty dog. We're on to you.
Yep.
Just go in the woods.
Yeah.
Get some porn in there.
I know.
Fine.
Fucking. Well, maybe not now. It's 2024.
Maybe not now, actually. I might need to go on his phone.
I've got one for you.
Right, hit me up.
Are you ready for this? British man vanishes after flying to New York without a passport or a ticket.
That's actually impressive.
Well, that's vague. So that was the title of the headline, just to make you read on. So it's no what you think. Aye. No. So the guy in question's name is Craig Sturr. He's a 46-year-old lunatic from Slough.
Is that his occupation listed?
Aye.
Lunatic.
Yes. Honestly, you'll see when I get to the end of this.
This is incredible. Right.
So he was at the airport. I've never heard of this. I've never heard of tailgating. Have you heard of tailgating?
Not in the sense of what I think it's like in Back to the Future. Marty McFly tailgates on his way to school on his skateboard. He grabs the back of a truck.
Aye.
That's what tailgating is.
If you're doing it in an airport, you're very just close, stuck to the person in front of you that you don't know, to get through barriers and stuff. So he passed through various security checkpoints and passport control at Heathrow Airport. Well done, Heathrow.
I know.
It's the Terminal 5 specifically, without showing any documents. Fucking hell.
Mental.
It is believed that Craig would walk closely behind the passenger in front of him, tailgating them as he made his way through the airport. So was that person like, get away from my fucking arse, mate? Like, you're basically inside me. I didn't understand.
A stranger?
No, he's just a stranger. Like the story gets weirder. So he gets all the way to New York, and where he eventually got caught, and he got sent back. And wait for it, he got sent back to the mental hospital that he broke out of.
Fucking hell. That's actually scary, isn't it? So
Aye.
where did he sit on the plane? Like, he wouldn't even have had a seat.
He found a spare seat.
He must just have blagged his way on. Like, you know, when you get on the plane and they always say, like, this is one of my pet peeves. Nah, they say, like, what seat are you? And you'll say to them, whatever, like, I am 19D, and they'll be like, oh, it's just down there. I'm like, aye, they're all down there.
They're all down
there. What other way would it be? Oh, fuck. Thanks for telling me that. I thought it was up there. I thought it was maybe on the roof.
That is fucking mental. If you just take a left at the top of the runway and fuck off.
You're out on the wing today, Mr. Walker. Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Fucking mental.
Well, speaking of airports, one of the UK's busiest airports has become a UFO hotspot following several near misses with passenger jets. So a UFO expert has called for the government to investigate after a string of sightings at London's Stansted Airport. In one, a mystery craft came within 20 metres of a Ryanair plane, travelling at 230 miles an hour shortly after it took off. Wait till you hear the description of this, though. The pilot saw an object which they described as black. That's it. That's the whole description.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's it.
Fucking observant pilot, innit? He knows that it passed within 20 metres of the aircraft, but all he can say is it was black. Other UFO reports include sightings of a green fluorescent light, like a comet coming from the sky, and a big faded ball of light going in and out of the clouds. In another incident close to Stansted, which serves 27 million passengers annually, don't know why I put that in, just a wee fact for you, pub quiz info, multiple pilots reported their collision avoidance systems were detecting an object 500 feet beneath their aircraft as they came into land. But there was nothing there.
But there was nothing there.
And it wasn't the ground.
So,
but yeah, they were basically it's a collision avoidance system, so it's beeping saying there's something
something there.
Pull up.
Maybe it was just some sort of energy, or I don't know.
Aye. They've got obviously like cameras and stuff, but it didn't pick anything up. But it's just weird that like multiple pilots all had that same glitch. You know, saying that there was something there. Right. Maybe it was just a wee.
So was it? Oh, is it the pilots that? The pilots that could see it. Sorry, I thought you meant
they didn't see it, but there's
a
system on their plane that's like telling them there's an object underneath.
Ah, right.
Yeah, just as obviously like they're coming into land, so it's telling them you're too close to something else. You need to pull up.
But there's nothing there.
Nothing there. Fucking bizarre, eh? This is a conspiracy theory one, right? And even for us, it's pretty out there. But stick with me, and you can tell me what you think of this, right? So, there's been really bad forest fires in Chile in the last week or so. Unprecedented levels of destruction and fires. There's more than 130 people dead, and 370 reported missing. So it's so bad that they're actually using DNA testing to identify bodies that they're finding in the wreckage. So really, really bad. Now, that on its own, obviously, is quite bad. But I went down a bit of a rabbit hole on X or Twitter. Can you get used to calling it X?
No, I'm never going to call it X.
I think
do something there.
I like Elon, but I just think it's not the best name, is it?
No, did he change it? Was it legal reasons, or just because he wanted?
Honestly, I think he just got a high one night and tweeted that he was going to change the name of Twitter to X, and then he just went and did it. Like 2 days later, it was done. The logo was changed and everything. But anyway, long story short. But so the conspiracy theory I found was people are saying that these fires were started on purpose using something called a direct energy weapon, or a space laser, in other terms. So
holy shit.
There's been other big fires in the last few years. So there's been all those fires. Remember the fires last year in Hawaii? Mind the Rock and Oprah Winfrey were like raising loads of money for it.
Yeah.
And then a few years ago, there was the big mad California wildfires. Remember, like the first year of COVID, half of California was on fire. So they're saying that all these fires were like, basically like an act of war from another country. To take it back to Chile, the reason that they're saying that this has happened in Chile now is Chile has got the world's largest amount of lithium. So, obviously use that to make batteries and shit, like for Teslas and all the rest of it. So Chinese companies combined produce over half of the world's lithium batteries. So the conspiracy theory is that China have fired their space laser to burn down a whole section of Chile to ruin the economy in that area, so that they can then come in with a cheaper offer, basically, to buy the lithium.
That's major.
I know.
That could start a world war. Just that alone.
Oh, we're not far off, are we? We're not far off.
It feels like we're in it just at the start. But that's fucking terrifying.
I know. Last year, Russia announced that they had what they called a new energy weapon, and they were using it to shoot down American drones in Ukraine.
Right.
So all this types of technology, it's real. They're saying now that they've got drones that can. They tested one recently, and it fired a laser, and it destroyed another drone from 5 kilometers away.
No way.
Just with a laser, just burned it.
Holy
like,
shit!
Burned it out the sky.
Holy shit!
Russia are saying that they've got one that if they used it on American satellites, they could take out 115 of the most important satellites that America use for like communication and stuff instantly.
Oh
just
my
fire
god!
this laser, so it's mad. Like, it's a real thing, and obviously it's invisible because it's like it's an energy. It just blasts energy at stuff. It's fucking scary. America's spending $1 billion a year to develop their own network of. Eventually, all the countries are going to have this, like up in space, ready to fire.
Star Wars.
Aye.
Fucking hell.
Aye, literally.
Bloody hell.
It's like that film we watched. What film was it? We went to see The Creator, and they had that thing that you roamed about minding. It was just firing this laser beam all the time.
You're asking me, but I fell asleep 16 fucking minutes into the film.
Did
you enjoy it?
It was great. It bugged me for like 2 weeks. Let's go and see this film. It looks fucking great. It's about halfway through, just getting to the good bit, and I turned around to say something to him, and I just see fucking. But you demoed your snoring last week, but it was like that in the middle of the View Cinema. It's fucking hilarious. So, what do you think? Is that far fetched, or do you think could be any truth in that?
No, I think there's major truth in it. It's so strange that you had that story because I had a driver the other day, and you came with some drivers are like they just never stop talking, but the stuff he was telling me was great. Aye. I was in an Uber, and he was banging on about how he used to stay in Dubai, and I was like, "Oh, is it nice? Why are you back?" And he just got on to saying he's glad to be back, and he's glad for the rain, like to see the rain again. Do you know over there they shoot like moisture like capsule things into the sky to manipulate the weather and make it rain? That's crazy. And they do it quite a lot, just obviously for crops and stuff.
That's a mad place to buy, isn't it?
But I never knew. I don't know how it's done, but I thought it was something more like advanced than shooting moisture capsules into the
you
clouds.
Would think, wouldn't you? That's it never even occurred to me that they would do that though. Fuck, nothing's real anymore, is it? Everything's fucking fake.
Nah, and nothing really shocks you that much. Like if I had told you that story 10, 15 years ago, you'd go, fuck off. Like, or even the story with the lasers.
I know. I was just thinking that when we first met in 2009, if that had been in the news, it would have been like the world would have been in uproar, and now folk are just like, space lasers. Fair enough. Next.
Crazy.
Do you know what I mean?
Crazy.
Well, next week should be a good episode because Donald's in court today.
Is it? Oh, is that today?
He's actually attending today, so we'll see what nonsense he pulls. Have you got anything else? That's me for this week, because see, next week when we come on for the 15th anniversary of us meeting, I don't know what are we calling it. Our 15th year anniversary, or is that gay? Aye. Is that a bit gay? But we're not gay, so it's fine. Speaking of gay, do you remember that time? Actually, no. I'll save the story. I'll save the story of when I woke up with you inside me for next week. Cut all that. Well, thanks for listening and watching, however you consumed this episode. Once again, we've had a few more 5-star ratings on Spotify, which we appreciate. Please keep that coming. Thank you. Keep subscribing and sharing and following. If everybody that listened to this just told a friend or sent the link to one friend that they thought might enjoy it, it would make a huge difference. That'd be much. Sorry, man, I've paused. You should hear the fucking rain. Is it bad at you? Oh my god, there's just been a lightning flash. Really? Fuck. Is it him again? There's a footballer on fire out my window. Oh no. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Good night. God bless. Get out.